we have multiple products. We had some difficulties describing what the product is, but for Open edX, it's really easy. Have you seen edX.org? This is the platform that runs the Open edX is a platform that runs the Open edX. And suddenly in like 15 seconds, you will have this aha moment that, okay, though that's the deal. So this is where actually captures their attention and goes there, especially focusing on the actually success story of edX.org is something that significantly offload the sales pitch for us. So, you know, edX.org, this is the platform for that, and then everything is there. The next step, as I said, the challenge is how to position it in their existing landscape that they have. What is the role it's going to play for you? That was where we were focusing. And as I said, we were focusing to convince them it is the outward looking or outward system for their universities and how it's gonna help to improve their metrics on a decision-making level. There are multiple ones. So the first one is the commerce aspect of it, especially as Open edX is going through their redesigning their, you know, commerce solution. We came up with a simple commerce platform to make sure that we are agile enough to answer the requirements. Considering the next steps of the community to merge up actually downstream back with the community. That's one part, that is the commerce. The second part were some, you know, especially on the front page of the course listing, there were some actually requests that how the courses with some business logic should be displayed. In terms of like the availability in different zones or faculties. So that was where we kind of fully customized, developed the front page or home page of the course listing, which is already out there. The rest of it were kind of a streamlined number of X blocks requested, especially integration with online classes that they have. They were the areas that were mostly requested. But nothing required that we actually dig into the core of the platform. It was, I mean, it was a very smooth journey for us to kind of spot the requests that they have and never required to go deep into the platform to achieve those requirements. As I said, the credibility of the edX.org and then hence the Open edX was the like the first step of the sales for us. As I said, their concern were not mostly what the technology is going to do out there, where like how this is going to be mobilized and how it's going to be to work alongside with their existing landscape. Yeah, just some points I can add there. So we had one online classroom requested to be, so they had a kind of a different system, not a Zoom one, but another one, like online classroom request. So that was a exploit to be developed, as well as I said, custom payment gateway that were out there. We were initially integrated with the Stripe as our payment gateway, which is also something supported here in the community. But as I said, because of declination of the credit international payment gateways, we're supposed to implement custom payment actually infrastructure for the project. These were the biggest ones. Other were like here and there X blocks required.